If you're doing a trailer build, stop everything you're doing and watch this. Welcome to the Mr. Bubbles channel, where we dish out amazing pressure washing business advice to beginners. And today we're doing part 2 of our new series, which is how to build a pressure washing trailer, which is going to run from episode 80 all the way to episode 90. And in today's episode, we're going to be showing you guys 2 things. One, we're going to show you how to create a holster for your pressure washing wand, and then the second part is we're going to show you how to make a sign holder for your marketing for the back of the trailer. So let's go ahead and jump in. So this is the wand that we're going to be putting on our trailer. As you can see right here, pressure washing wand. It's a very professional setup because it's got your super swivel, your Mosmatic swivel. And guys, I've said this already on the series, but everything, including this Mosmatic swivel, is in the description below. We order all these parts from Amazon. So anyway, so the PVC pipe that I'm going to be using is this one right here. You guys can see this right here. I just picked this up at Lowe's, and let's see the measurement here on this guy, so I can tell you. It says 1.5 inches. So this is, yeah, it says it right there, guys. 1.5 inches PVC. Okay, so you guys can see here. Okay, let's put this in here, make sure it fits perfectly. Okay, there you go. It fits right in there, and it has like maybe a quarter, maybe 1/2 inch gap right there. It's not that much of a gap. So, and then the other thing is, when we cut this, I don't want it cut to so low where the top of the PVC pipe actually is up against the wand. So we want it to be about like that. You see that right there? We want it, so what is that, about 2 inches off of the top of the wand here. So let's go ahead and measure this on the wand first, right? So we know the exact measurement of what we want. Remember, what's the old saying? Cut twice, measure once. I'm sorry, I said that backwards, guys. You want to measure twice and cut once, right? So let's take the tip off here, your 40-degree white tip. So let's go ahead and measure from here to here to see it is. So all the way in, it's 36, which makes sense because the length is 3 feet, 36 inches. So we want to make it 34 inches. 34, which would put us 2 inches before the wand. And the reason for that being is you guys got to remember or imagine, let's say, you know, your trailer's going to be bouncing up and down. You don't want this hitting the pipe, the PVC, because it's either going to break the PVC, but you can also break your wand right here. So that way nothing can happen. So the bottom line is we got to cut our PVC to 34 inches, okay? So let's go ahead and do that right now. As I said before, guys, you're not going to be able to get very far in your business if you do not have a good vice grip here. So we're going to put this on our vise. We're going to measure this out, and then we're going to use a pencil here to put a line. Got a pencil, and we're going to measure this. I said it was 34 inches, right? So we're going to measure this guy out. 34 inches is exactly right here. Okay, so we're going to put a line right there. So that's how much we need to cut. Let me make this a little bit bigger. Now it's going to be easier for me a little bit to cut from this side. So we'll put this, let me move this a little bit here, guys, so it's a little bit straighter. Nice grip. There you go. So you guys probably can't see, but the cut line is right there. So we'll put the pipe right here. Remember, with the vice grip, when you're using PVC, don't put it too tight because you will break the PVC. We got our saw right here. It's going to be good enough. We'll cut right there. Right on the line. Almost there, already over halfway. There we go. There we go. Put that in a trash can right there. Now this rugged part here, the part that we cut, we can just put that at the bottom anyway. So let's use our gun here and see how it fits into our little holster system here. Oh guys, that's perfect. You see that? See how that sticking out 2 inches right there. So the bottom line is this is going to go all the way over and your gun is going to be like right around there. So there you have it. What we're going to do now is we're actually going to go and install this on the trailer. I'm going to show you guys step by step how we're going to do this, including painting it. So let's take the camera over there and so you guys can watch me up close how to do that. Okay guys, we're back to the trailer here with our gun holster. You see that we just created that in the shop. And so what we're going to do here, so you guys can see a little bit closer, we're going to put this PVC pipe right here. You guys got to remember, this is the side of the trailer that is curbside, right? So your hose reels, you guys can't see it on the camera, but it's going to go right there. So it's only about, what, 3 feet away from where your gun holster is going to be. So when you roll up the hose, you disconnect, and then you're gonna put your pipe right here. You see that? And the way we're gonna attach this to the trailer is with this right here. If you guys don't have these right there, 18-inch zip ties. You see that right there, guys? Sometimes in the past I've used like clamps, like these metal clamps. The problem is with the SH, it eats up a lot of that stuff, so I switched to these a couple of years ago. So anyway, this is sitting on the bottom of the trailer, okay? And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna put one at the bottom, one in the middle, and one at the top. Pretty much that simple. And then as you can see here, look, in the end, this is how your gun is gonna sit in there. And like I said, you can see on here, there is a 2-finger gap, 2-inch gap right here between the PVC and the gun, so it doesn't break the gun. All right, so that's done. We're gonna take this right here, put that right there, just like that. Okay, here you go for your first zip tie. I'm gonna put that through just like that. Boom. First one is in the books. These zip ties, guys, they are no joke. They are super strong. All right, so the first one's in there. Now we're gonna do the top one right here. Ooh, right there is perfect. Perfect. Right there. Gotta twist that correctly. There we go. There you go. That's already looking pretty good. And then we'll put the one in the middle right here. And you got to remember, you're not going to see this from behind because we're going to have our board here, right? So that's going to look pretty good when it's all said and done. There you go. Again, guys, these aren't like regular zip ties. They're really big. 18-inch zip ties. There you go. And we got a lot of zip tie in the back, so I got this scissor right here, which is going to cut a little piece, like leave about 1 inch. There you go. There you go. That's perfect. Oh, that's tight. That's not going anywhere. So let me show you here, finished product here. We still got to paint it, but I'm just going to show you a little bit here. So when you're done washing, you're going to come here. Look at that, guys. Perfect. Your gun, like I said, ooh, it's a 3-inch gap right here, guys. 3-finger. Look at that, 3-finger gap right there. And the gun is all the way down at the bottom of the trailer. Perfect, okay? Now, the next thing that we're gonna do, I have 2 cans of spray here. I have a flat, you guys see that? And I have a gloss. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spray a little bit of the flat, and since we gotta do a little bit of prep work to get ready to put the board, I'm gonna let that flat sit for about 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna do a coating of the glossy, okay? And the reason why we want to paint it, you can see here, guys, how the PVC being white, it really stands out, right? And we got a whole decor going on here with the black, so that's why we want to paint it so it blends in, so it doesn't, so basically it doesn't like draw attention to it, right? So there you go. So again, I'm putting a a coat. And when you spray paint something, guys, don't do it up close like this, because it's going to look sloppy. You want to do it from about a good foot away, like 8 inches to a foot away, just like this. Look at that. So I just want to get a little bit of mist on it, just like that. And again, I'm probably going to spray with the glossy, maybe 2 coats. So we'll do that in a little bit. Remember in the very first episode, we did the prep of the trailer. Look, I still got my plastic on my lights, everything's covered. So that's going to pretty much stay that way all throughout this build. There you go. That's already looking pretty good all the way down there. Okay. Oh, that looks really, really good. Okay. And like I said, we're probably going to do, it's not 2 coats. I can already see that already looks pretty good. We'll do 1 coat at the end here with the glossy. There you go. And you guys can see here why I'm doing this before I put my board, because of course the board here would hinder me from doing all of this that I'm doing right now. Okay, see how far away I am, guys? Like I'm good foot away from the PVC, from the tube here. There you go. So while we're letting that dry for about 10-15 minutes before we put a second coating with our glossy, I'm gonna go ahead and get set up here so we can take the measurements and everything for to create our marketing. So I'll see you guys on the other side. Okay guys, I have a piece of cardboard here where I put a box and I put L for length and W for width, so I can write down. I got the pencil right here. I don't know if you can see it, but I also have my measuring tape. So we're gonna measure this out. Of course, I want the marketing to cover as much of this as possible, right? Without being the whole length of this whole gate. But so let's measure out. I think I want to leave maybe an inch and a half gap between the sides and all that. But we're gonna measure this out right now. Write the amount here, and then we'll go to the cutting board together, cutting table. So let's make it. That's about right there, guys. Because I am right there. I'm an inch and a half away from the edge. So that's pretty good right there. That's pretty good. So that puts me an inch and a half away. So width-wise, I am at 67, 68. Let me see here. So 60, that's about an inch. 68 inches. You guys got to remember, this trailer is 6 feet wide, so that's 6 times 12, 72. So it's 72 inches wide, and then the trailer's 8 foot, so it's 6 by 8. So we are at 68. That leaves me a 2-inch gap on each side. So I'll put here lengthwise, I want 68 inches. Okay. Now let's do our width here. All right. So again, same thing. I don't want it. That's pretty good right there. About 2-3 inch gap at the bottom. 44. So we're gonna do 44 at the bottom, okay? So the width, so we already got our length and our width. So we're doing this marketing board is going to be 40 inches width and 68 inches long. So now that we know that, I'll see you guys over in the cutting board. I'm going to show you how we cut that. Okay guys, we're here at the cutting table. I got all the tools set out, and let's go ahead and get this measured out, and let's get our marketing board cut. For this, I have a pencil here. I have a measuring tape. Of course, I'm wearing my PPEs. Goggles are important because you don't want to get sawdust in your eyeball. That hurts a lot. And of course, we got our trusty circular saw here as well. So let's go ahead and put our goggle on. Okay, we got that on. We're measuring this out here, guys. Remember, it's 68 by 44, right? And the piece of plywood is 48 by 96. So we're gonna put our first line right here, right here at 68, right here. Okay, so make that boom, boom, boom. Now let's go on this side here. Put our line at 68. Right here as well. 68. Right there. And just to be on the safe side, I want to measure this out. 68, 96 minus 68 is what? 28, right? So 28. 28, yep, right there, 28. And right here, 28. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to use my 2x4 just so I can make my cutting line. There you go. That's pretty accurate right there. Now I can be off by a little bit. It's not that big of a deal, but you want to try to get this cut as close as possible to the measurements that we had before, right? That we took of the trailer. So here we go. There you go. And I make the line twice. 3 times, just to make sure I can see it really well. There you go. And it's perfect. So now, let's set this aside right here. And use our circular saw. I've had this thing for many, many years. It's a Craftsman. I'm not a big fan of the Craftsman brand, but for some things you got to go cheap because I like spending a lot more money on tools that I use on a daily basis. I only use this guy maybe 4 or 5 times, maybe 10 times the entire year, so you're not going to use it all that much. But I've had this right here for probably a good 7-8 years now, to give you an idea. So of course it's not battery operated, it's connected to a electricity. I have a 100-foot extension cord here. So there you go, line up the line right there. I missed the cut a little bit here, so I'm going to take a little bit off the edge right here. Gonna go this way right here. Not 100% perfect how I wanted it, guys, but you got to remember the marketing is going to go all the way here, so you won't see anything but here. And you can't tell there on the camera, but where my line is, I missed it by, man, like a tiny little edge right here. I mean, it's almost nothing. I'm going to try to go ahead and shave it off. There you go. So we're done with that part. Next we are going to measure. Remember the plywood is 48 by 96. So now we need to cut 4 inches off of the bottom part. So let's go ahead and measure that out and get that cut as well. So here we go. So again, we want this to be 44 inches, right? You guys remember when I took the measurements there? 44 inches, which is right here. 44 inches. Right there. 44 right here. 44 inches. Right there. And then again, I'm going to measure here. It's got to be 4 inches. Yep. 4 inches. 4 inches. Let's set this down here for a second. Now we're going to use this again as our ruler, as our guide here for our line, our cut line. That's pretty accurate right there. That's pretty good. Got a piece of leaf right there. There you go, right there. And right there. Right there and right there. So we'll go ahead and use our pencil to make our cut line. So I like to do it at least once or twice so I can see it really well. There you go. You guys got to remember, it doesn't have to be, you know what I mean? I'm not a master carpenter or anything like that. It doesn't have to be super, super, super perfect, but you want to try to get it as close to that number as possible. So here we go. There you go, guys. We got it right on the line. We're finally, the final step here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take our measuring tape and we're gonna make sure that that this is cut exactly to the sizes that we measured on the thing there, right? So I want to measure on this end 44, measure on this end 44, measure on this end, ooh, right on 68, measured on this end right on 68. So now before we put this together, I want to flip the camera around and we're gonna spray our holster one more time because now it's had a lot of time. We're gonna do the second coating on that and then we're gonna put this together. Okay guys, just to show you more or less what the finished product is. It looks great here. You see how it pretty much blends here. Couple spots we missed. You see how there's a little bit of white right there. So like I said, you want to put at least 2 coats so it lasts longer. Let's take our gun out so we're not hitting this with our spray. And that's what we're gonna do here. You guys are gonna get to see me here up close and personal doing the final spray here. And again, we're doing this with the glossy one now instead of the flat. So we're just gonna hit this really good from afar like this. See that, guys? Doesn't have to be too close. Just hit it. Hit the white part right there really good. All the way down. And again, I mean, guys, it doesn't have to be like, you know what I mean, next level, super perfect, you know, but and whenever you spray paint, like I said before, you want to be about a foot away from it. So there you go. And we'll do a final walkthrough either way when we let this guy dry out a little bit. So there you go. And then we'll do it from this end too. There you go. There you go. And this will dry really, really nice within the next, you know, 10-15 minutes or so while we're getting everything set up here for the marketing board here. There you go. This is gonna look real nice once it's all nice and dry. There you go, guys. Pretty much that simple. Like I said, we're gonna let that dry out and then we're gonna put the marketing board together, and then at the end we'll do a walkthrough. So I'll catch you guys on that side as we set up here for the marketing board. Okay guys, we're ready to go here. I got a couple of these C-clamps. I got 3 of them actually. We're gonna put one on the top here to hold the board together, and the other one the other 2 I should say, we're gonna put on the sides, and then I'm gonna show you guys exactly how we bolt this to the trailer. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this on here. You can see here our board, really nice, the edges good to go. Everything's good, exactly to the measurement, 68 by 44. Now, those measurements are probably going to be different for your trailer. Like if you have a 5 by 8, then, you know, obviously this is 6 feet. Like I said, it's 72 inches wide. So my board is a little bit wider than yours might be. So depending on the size of your trailer. But let's go ahead and put this guy on here. Okay. More or less where it's going to go. Just right about right there, I'm thinking. We'll have to adjust it a little bit, guys, but more or less right there. So we'll put that, we'll tighten that. Just like that. Let's see here how that looks. Yeah, that's right where we want to be. Now I'm going to get the other clamps here that are behind here, and I'm going to put it on that side here. There we go. A little bit harder with the side one. Here, gotta get it exactly right here, right on the actual frame here. Costing me a little bit of time here, guys, but we're gonna get it. There we go. Of course, this would be a little bit easier if I had my employees or an employee helping me, but all my guys are off until next Tuesday. So I'm not gonna be able to do that with employees. Here we go, but we're almost there. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, there we go. Now we just gotta put the one on the right. So again, these, I don't know if you guys seen them, they're almost like vice grips. They're called C clamps because they look like the letter C. All right, put this guy on there. Oh, takes a little bit of elbow grease to get this done. There we go. I'm so far away from the piece of wood, so it's gonna, so you know, it takes a little bit of time to wind it up. Yeah. We're gonna have to adjust it a little bit, guys, and I'm gonna show you how I do that. Okay. Ooh. Okay. That's pretty good there. So as you can see here, is it perfect? No, it's not 100% perfect like how I want it yet, but that's why I have this right here, 2 tools. We're gonna use a level just to make sure that it's not all discombobulated, and then this to adjust it just a little bit. So, but before I do that, I want to make sure that this is tight. Oh, that's tight. This is tight. Oh, that's tight. And this is tight. Okay. So, looks pretty good from the eye, but let's see what the leveler says, right? So we got this right here. Good to go. Oh, that's leaning that way, so this left side's got to come up a little bit, and they're both leaning that way. So this right here, ooh, almost there, guys, almost there. It's almost at the middle now. Let's see if I can move it myself. I'm going to move this. I'm going to move this other one here a little bit. Just to adjust it a little bit. Because the problem is that this one's dipping a little bit. Just a little bit. Ah, man, it's like almost right there. This one's almost right there as well. Let me see here from you guys' point of view. Yeah. On the left, it's just a smidge. Okay. Left. This is also going left. That's already in the middle there. But you guys also got to remember, I mean, I am not on concrete here, so it could be also because the ground is a little bit not level. Because to my eyeball, it needs a smidge more here. See if I can pull it up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to loosen this one a little bit. Just a little bit, because it's super tight, guys, super tight. See how it already went down a little bit? And I'm going to pick this side up a little bit. Oh, right there. Now I'm going to tighten it. There you go. Okay, now we're gonna, oh man, it fell a little bit more. See how challenging this is, guys? I think it fell back to where it was. Let me see. Oh no, it's right in the middle there. This one is down. So we're almost there. But like I said, you know, this could be a situation also where the ground's not level, but to my eyeball, you know, you got a little bit more of a gap here than you do there on the right side. So we want to make sure we fix that before we drill. Problem is the left side. Oh, right there is perfect. Ah, it's so funny. You guys probably can't see it, but now the left side is too far up. So I'm gonna beat this a little bit. Now you guys see why I brought a rubber hammer. Oh, there we go. Finally, guys, we got it perfect. So let me go ahead and lock this into place. Just unwinding this a little bit. You know, of course, this was gonna be time consuming. You know, guys, it can take anywhere, especially you guys that are new, it's gonna take you anywhere between maybe 15-20 hours or more to build a trailer. So you got to make sure that, you know, you set you set aside the time for that. Okay, almost there. That's not gonna go anywhere. Now let's check this side just in case. Yeah, that's still real tight. There you go. Now let's check this again. One more time just in case. Right, like to the little left of the middle, but we're good. And this is on the same level. Now let's check it from you guys' point of view. That looks pretty good. The only thing that I don't like about it now, it's the left side. If you guys notice, this side here, there's a bigger gap now than this side. So we're actually going to have to go ahead and adjust that. because again, when we screw this in, we want it to be as centered as possible to the back of the gate. And this part's a little bit annoying. And again, guys, if I had somebody here with me, it'd be a little bit easier because we could just, you know, put it on there. But yeah, we'll move this over a little bit. No big deal. We don't need to move it a whole heck of a lot. We're talking like ½ an inch. Okay, so that's good. We'll press our body up against this. And like I said, we need to move this over about that much. Right there, that's pretty good. At least from what I can tell from this angle. See how the left side fell a little bit? Just like before. But we'll put that right there. You know what we're gonna do here, guys? We're gonna put this on the top here. Might work a little bit better for us because this is sliding down. So we'll put that right here. Just like the other one in the middle. Make it a little bit easier on ourselves. And that left one there is fine. Here we go. Almost there. Okay, let's check that real good before we move on. Oh, that's looking pretty good. We're almost there. But now this side here is a little bit too low. But in terms of left, right, it's perfect. Just in case, let me check this, the level. Again. That's pretty good. Yep, this one's all the way flush left. So we gotta raise, we're gonna have to raise that side by a smidge. Can you guys see it there? You can see it, the left side now. The problem that we had before now switched from this side to that side. This side here needs to raise up. The right side needs to raise up by half an inch. So let's undo this real quick. Just a smidge. There we go. That's pretty good. There you go, guys. There you go. That took a little bit. I told you guys this part was going to take a little bit of elbow grease, right? Some elbow grease, some hard work. But we were able to get it done. Now I'm going to clamp that one down real tight. And then we're going to actually, what we're going to do is we're going to switch over to the GoPro so you guys can see real up and close me drilling this thing and how we're going to bolt this thing down. So let me go ahead and do this one really close here. That ain't going nowhere. Okay, there you have it, guys. The boards are on there with the clamps. And like I said, what we're going to do right now is I'm going to switch over to GoPro so you guys can see the intricate part. And I think this is the part that probably you guys need to see the most, is exactly how we're going to bolt this thing to the gate here. So let me go ahead and switch cameras and I'll catch you guys on the other side. Okay guys, here we are on the other side of the trailer, and the reason why you want to drill from this side, you want to make sure that when you drill the hole, you're drilling in the middle of this hole right here, right? Because if we drill from the other side, we might hit the metal here. So that's why you want to make sure. And we want to put this not too close to the edge, not too far away from the edge, but I'm going to show you here, and we got all of the tools that we need right here. Got a pencil, and we're going to put a little bit of a mark where we want the first one we want to go right here. So just like X marks the spot sort of dealio, and then we want to go right here for the other one. Hopefully it's hard to judge with the GoPro, guys, what you're seeing, if you're actually seeing what my eyeball's seeing, but I'm just putting like a little mark. And then also, I don't know if you guys see this guy right here, plastic guy. I put one more just to help a little bit with the drilling, and then the other one, I didn't have another one for the bottom there. So, and then we'll do this one right here, because I want to be a little bit further away from our wand holster that we made here. It's still drying a little bit. And then let's pull this in a little bit right there, and we'll do the last one right there. There we go. And then to show you the bolt that you're going to be needing here, I got all the tools here, guys, that we need. So this is it right here. So this is a 3/8 by 4. Oh, and by the way, if you see right there, guys, look, and I'll put it over at the end. That's one of our old signs right there. That's what you want to shoot for when you're doing your sign. You know, we just put our name, what we do, and how you get a hold of us. That's it. And you know, as far as like putting services, we just do 3: house, decks, patios. I mean, it's a power washing company, they get it. You don't need to put everything, you know, everything you do on there. And you want to make it colorful, and basically you want to put, you know, your name, what you do, and how they get a hold of you. And that's our old sign, because that's our old website. And you know, now we have MrBubbles.com. And but anyway, I have that design if you guys want me to send it to you, and you know, so you guys can copy that design. But anyway, so here you go. Let's finish this up, and I'm going to tell you exactly how you're going to get your marketing on to this thing. So I was saying about this this 3/8. This is 3/8 by 4.5 inches. So it's long enough to go all the way through. And then we have our drill. This is actually a half drill bit. You just got to measure it. You see how, I don't know if you can see really good from camera here, guys, but it's essentially a little bit bigger than the actual screw in order for the size to work. So let's go ahead and drill our holes here, and then I'm going to show you guys the next step here. So we're going to start with this one right here. Remember, you want to go right in the middle, just like that. Almost there, guys. That's pretty good. Right there, you see how I hit exactly in the middle of it, right? Put up the power of this thing, because I think the battery might be dying on it a little bit. That should have been a lot faster than what it was. So here, the mark at the bottom there, you see it, guys? There you go. That one's done as well. Now let's get off the trailer so we can do this one. And I'm gonna show you guys how we wrap this guy up. We'll do this one right here, right in the middle right there. Let me put this right here out of my way. That's pretty good. And finally, the one at the bottom here. It's right here. There you go. We drilled our 4 holes. You can see here on the other side where they are. Let's put one of the bolts through so you guys can see how it actually works. But there's a couple more things we got to do here before we do that, right? I just want to show you one of the bolts here. See that? See how it went through straight to the middle right here, guys? You see that? So now I want to show you this too. You see how the bolt here, the head of the bolt is not flush with the wood, and this can cause air gap and for your sign to stand out. So we're gonna fix that with this right here. Okay, that's what this tool is for. This drill bit right here is called, man, what is this thing called? I want to say it's called a spade. A spade, yeah, spade drill bit. That's what it's called. Anyway, we're pretty much done with this one. And I'm going to show you how we're going to make this thing real flush here. So, tighten this guy up. Real good. And you guys notice here, a spade drill bit, the washer that we're going to use is it's as wide as the washer. You see that? So what you're going to do is we're going to open this up a little bit. And I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but this board is 3/4 inch board. So that's one of the reasons why you want to make it this thick, is because we're going to drill this out a little bit so the bolt sits in there real nice and it'll be flush with the wood. So here we go. So let's see here with the bolt. I already knocked off, I don't know, a couple millimeters off of it, but you can see on there, look at that, perfect. And this right here, look, gonna sit in there, perfect. So this one's already done, perfect. Now let's do the one on the right here. Again, look at that, perfect, flush. The one on the bottom. Look at that, perfect. So this is an important part because, like, again, you want it, you know, to look professional. A little bit more on this one. There you go. So now we don't need this anymore. We're gonna set this aside and I'm gonna show you all the different parts. One of the washers that we're gonna use, you see here how the washer is bigger than this metal piece here, and then the hole in the metal piece. You see that right there? And we got different washers that we're using here. So let's go ahead and put one in so I can show you guys exactly what I'm talking about here. So I'm going to put a washer on this one, and I'm going to push it through. So you see how this is sitting flush. Of course, when we pull it in, it's going to be flush with the wood. So, and you see how this made it all the way through. So the very first one that we're going to put is the bigger washer right there. And then we got two different sizes here in order to, you know, make sure that our nut, the nut here is gonna fit real snug on there. So let's do this together. So next I'm going one size lower. You see that? Okay, you guys can see that on there. And then the third size. And then I am putting a, you guys see this? This is a locking lock washer, right? So I'm going to put that on there, and now I'm going to put my bolt on there. You see that? Okay, hopefully you guys can see that on camera real good, because like I said, sometimes it's a little bit harder with the GoPro. Okay, so you guys see that? And then what I can do here is to tighten this guy. I think this is the one here, I'm pretty sure. Look at that right there. And I could just do that and tighten right here. You see that? It's already digging into there real good. I mean, it's got a ways to go still. It's got to get real tight in there. It already flipped on me. There you go. Let me hold this again. You got to go in there real tight, just like that. Look at that, guys. And you can see here, see how it's holding up real good against here, because I put three different size washers. And you can see here the locking washer. I mean, I still got a ways to go. You got to go into your locking washer right here. Is real snug, real tight. So I'm going to keep going. Okay, almost there. I feel like I'm almost there. Wow. Got a ways to go here. A couple more inches. Not a couple inches, a couple more centimeters, and we're there. Wow, that's pretty tight. I'm going to use this one here to tighten it just a little bit more, but from this side right here, because now I can use my body weight to move it down a little bit. You see how it's still coming down? Look at that. Oh, it's almost there, guys. Oh, there you go. Okay. And this whole project, by the way, oh, that's pretty tight, guys. That's pretty tight because it's starting to bend the black part, so you know you're already there. So we don't need to do more than that. You can see on here the wood's real tight. Now let's do the other side here. Same thing. Let's move this over there and we'll finish this up together. This just part 1 and part 2, by the way, of this series build. I mean, we did the preparation work here for the trailer, like I showed you guys here, how we painted it with a truck bed liner, rhino liner, and the work that we're doing today, guys. That's already close to 3 hours worth of work that I put into this thing. Like building a trailer, you're not going to do that overnight, right? So like I said, it's going to be a good, you know, I'm thinking I can get this done right around 15 hours when it's all said and done. You see that, guys? Right in the middle there. And I did have a washer. Yep, I got a washer on that side as well. So you put the bigger washer, then you put the second one, then the third one, and then you're gonna put your locking washer on there. This one right here. And now you put the nut on there. Just like that. Again, this bolt is 3/8, and it is four. I want to say it's 4.5 inches. Yeah, that's it. 3/8 by 4.5 inches. So we'll use this right here. Okay, we'll use that to hold the other side so it doesn't move, and we'll tighten it with this. There we go. Oh, it's already getting there, guys. This one's getting in there real good, right there. It's already almost, it's getting tight already. And you know, like I've been telling you guys, you know, the marketing series that we did. Oh, came undone over here. You know, marketing is the most important part of the business because that's how you keep your business afloat. So you guys see, look at that, how flush that is with the actual wood because of the way we dug that in there. So that one's done. Now we can do the bottom one since we're right here. Get knock this out. Yeah, guys, I mean, you know, you guys are out there that you can see it right here. You guys that you have your trailers and you don't have any marketing on your trailers. I mean, I don't know what it is that you're doing because, you know, this is something that is going to drum you up a lot of business. Right? Look at that, guys. Perfect. So let's put the bigger washer on there, and then the second biggest one, and then the little guy, then the locking washer, and the bolt. Let me get this mat so I can kneel down here. Does take a lot of work. Of course it takes a lot of work, you know, to set up marketing on your trailer, but you know, this is a passive form of marketing, meaning passive in a sense that, you know, you put in all of this work once, and then this work is going to continue to bring you dividends for many, many years. And a marketing on your trailer, guys, you know, is going to bring you 3 to 5 jobs a month. I'm just tying it as far as I can with my finger here. Okay, if you guys can see that. It's going to bring you 3 to 5 jobs a month just having this in the back of your truck. So there you go, just like that, easy peasy. Okay. Oh, this one's coming real nice. real tight. You can see here the locking washer is already snug as a bug in a rug. Okay, that's it. That's done. Okay, that's done. Now the only thing left is the other side. Let's go over there. Put that one in there. And yeah. And by the way, I don't know if I've mentioned that in this second part. I do have a blueprint. If you guys want an exact blueprint of how, like the steps that you're going to take to be able to build your trailer, I can email you that. You just email me. You will find my email in the description below, but my email is super easy, by the way. My email is ask@mrbubbles.com. so ask@mrbubbles.com. You see, again, I put the little nut, so you see how nice and snug in there. Again, the same thing with this one. We're gonna put the bigger washer first, then the middle size one next. Okay, then we're gonna put the small size one, and then we're gonna put the locking washer. There we go. And then we're gonna go ahead and put that on there like that. This is the last one, and then we're going to, I got a grinder here, you see that right there? We're gonna grind off the metal here, because it's happened to me before where I went to walk on a trailer and then I cut myself. You know, and you want to be careful. You don't want to cut yourself and, you know, be out of the game for a couple weeks because of something stupid. So let's lock this right here in there, and then twist this guy. It's still so loose, it's hard to do it with this guy. Too hard. Let's use this. So but we're almost already there, right there. Almost there. Gotta use the other one. Got no choice. It's already too deep in the hole. Almost there, guys. You guys can hear it. It's going good, you know. Let me hold that right there. Almost right there. I'm using this other one with a little bit more leverage. A couple more twists and we're there, guys. Okay, we're there. So now we can take all of these guys off. Take all the C-clamps off. We're good here. I'm gonna show you guys the finished product, and we're gonna talk a little bit about how you're going to put your marketing on here. So I'm gonna bring my marketing over so you guys can see more or less what that's supposed to look like. But this side here is done. But before we do our final walkthrough here, I want to go ahead and grind this out. Oh, this one does not want to come out. Of course, you know, when you do your trailer build, guys, you're going to need all kinds of tools that you don't even know right now that you're going to need. You know what I mean? Things will pop up unexpected. So let's go ahead and grind this out. Like I said, I have the grinder here. We're going to grind out the access bolt. That way, you know, if we're getting on our trailer for whatever reason, it's not going to do anything. It's not going to rub up against you and cut you. So we don't want to, we want to be as safe as we possibly can, you know. There we go. That one's done. That one's done. There you go, guys. Let me unplug this real quick. All right, let's get down here, do a final walkthrough, and so you guys can take a look at it. Of course, like I said, this is flush to the wood here. That's why we did that way. Let's put our gun here. Of course, this is our gun holster. That's done. Look at that, guys. Perfect fit in there. You see how it blends with the decor of the trailer, so you can't even really tell that that's here. I like that a lot. And this is real flush. We cut this real nice. Perfect, actually. So this is good to go. Let me step back here so you guys can see the final product. Actually, let's bring this over real quick. Of course, this right here, and this is what I wanted to tell you guys. Of course, this wasn't going to fit because it's from an old trailer of ours. But so that material is a PVC type material, like an acrylic. And that's all of our marketing now comes like that, because our wrap guy, he has this material. You guys might not necessarily have that material. So what you're going to do is, once you have done this part, once the board is on your trailer, you're going to take those measurements. Remember the measurements that we got, which was what, 44 by 68. So what you're going to do is you're going to find a local supplier in your area that does sheet metal. Okay, this is going to be real easy to find. Either sheet metal, and the other one is, sometimes I get sheet metal from air duct guys that have air duct shops. You know, AC and heating companies, they do a lot of air ducts when they go into people's homes. So you're able to get sheet metal from them. Doesn't have to be thick or anything. So what you're going to do is you're going to get sheet metal cut to the size of that board, right? So in this case here, 68 by 44. Then what you're going to do is, and I'll put this up here on the screen for you guys. I've mentioned this website many times, Fiverr.com. Again, that's Fiverr.com. You're going to see it here on the screen. And you can go there and order someone to do a design for you that looks like this. This is a great design, guys. See the blue with the yellow. Then you got the red box there. And you can put your website at the bottom. It's a good combination between words and not too busy, right? So again, you ordered the design on Fiverr.com, but the sheet metal, you just order from a local supplier there, cut to your need. And then what you're going to do is, when you have your design, you're going to take that design and you're going to take it to people that do vehicle wraps. Again, you're going to find a local supplier for that. And you take that design, you take that piece of sheet metal to them. And what they're going to do is they're going to put your marketing on that sheet metal. Then you're going to come and you're simply going to drill the sheet metal with your marketing on it straight onto the board. And I would put, you know, at least a good 16 screws. And the screws that you're going to get, they're called self-tapping screws, because they have a flat head. And you just, you know, with a drill, you just put that on there. Super simple, guys. And like I said, marketing like this, you're going to get 3 to 5 jobs per month because of it. And again, let me take the sign away. You guys seen the sign enough, just so you can see the final product here, guys. Right, you can see over there one of our trailers. See the Mr. Bubbles? That's what you want to do. That one, by the way, that one sign there has been on that trailer for 7 years now. I mean, we're talking hundreds of jobs just because of that sign. So there you have it. So the bottom line is, this right here is a passive form of marketing, because you have to put in all of this work once, and it continues to pay dividends for years and years and years and years and years. So there you have it for part 2 of our build, guys. Again, this is my opinion, but I think that the marketing is the most important part of the build, because that is marketing, getting clients. That's the lifeblood of your business, right? So you want to make sure you have that part. That way you never run out of money. Now, thank you very much for watching, for for tuning into this series. You know, I'm very excited about it because now comes the real good stuff. And I highly recommend you guys tune in to the next part. And the very next part 3 of this build, of this how to build a pressure washing trailer build. We're going to show you basically what we're going to do is we're going to stage everything. So you guys are going to get to see more or less of what it's going to look like. The machine will be on here, the tanks, the reels. Nothing's going to be actually bolted to anything. Nothing's going to be plumbed or anything. But it's just a staging so you guys want to see, kind of get a picture, and then we're going to have to take some measurements and whatnot. And the other thing for the staging phase, we're actually going to add a toolbox to the front excuse me guys, to the front of the trailer, and I am going to show you guys how to do that. But yeah, and then also I mentioned this before, if you guys want the blueprint, the how to build a pressure washing trailer blueprint, go ahead and email me. Again guys, my email is in the description below, and I'll actually put it up here for you guys. ask@mrbubbles.com. Drop me a line and I will send you the blueprint for how to get this done. But and by the way, I answer all of my emails. I absolutely love it when you guys email me. Interacting with you guys is a big part of my day. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bubbles out.